Yeah. Chapter 9 in Genesis, beginning at verse 12, reading through to verse 17. And God said, "This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations." Say perpetual. Perpetual. Perpetual generations. "I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring the cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth." Look at your neighbor and say, "Neighbor, we have an everlasting covenant with God." An everlasting covenant. An everlasting covenant with God. Is there anything more than everlasting? Everlasting covenant with God means that it is forever. I ask you to repeat that word perpetual, because the word perpetual means that it's ongoing. It was with our forefathers. It was with our parents. It's with us. It's with our children. It's with their children. Children's children's children, on down the line. God has established an everlasting covenant with his people. You see, that's enough right there for me to come in here and just praise God. That's enough right there for me to take my mind off everything that may be going on in my life for the moment, that I might have put God in a precedented place, a preeminent place in my heart. God can never be in second place. God can never be your second thought. He must always be in first place, and he must always be your first thought. Covenant means, in the Hebrew language, testamentum. In the English, we say testament. Testament. And the Bible represents a covenant. The Bible itself represents a covenant. It's in two parts. The Old Covenant, which we call the Old Testament, and the New Covenant, which is the New Testament. You can't separate one from the other. You can't live in one without living in the other. You can't call yourself a New Testament church without the Old Testament. You can't call yourself an Old Testament church without the New Testament. Because the book is all about him. The book is all about him. Covenant relationship with him and his people. How he related to us in the Old Testament and how he relates to us in the New Testament. It's still a covenant agreement.